Hello friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Bree and today I'm going to be talking about all of my August hopefuls. Let's get into it. Okay, if you've been here a while now, you will know that I am not the best at setting and keeping up with a TBR because everything's on my TBR and I'm a mood reader. So I set this hopefuls list of like 20 to 30 books and I hope that I get to them because I do want to read them all, but sometimes the mood veers me away and we just go with it. So that being said, some of these books will be on the list again for the third month in a row, fourth month in a row, whatever it is, and that's okay. So let's get started. The first book on my August hopefuls is Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. First of all, this is the Fairy Loot edition and it's absolutely stunning. Like, look at this. I'm super excited to read this. I never read the fan fiction it was based off of, but a lot of my friends did and they really liked it and said it was dark and gritty and just super fun, so I can't wait to dive in. Next, we have Slapshot by Chelsea Curto. I've been making my way through the DC Stars series and I'm really enjoying it, and this is Hudson's book and I have a feeling his book is going to be my favorite. It's single mom, forced proximity, private chef, hockey player, and he is a down bad, hopeless romantic. I just think it's going to be so good. For the fourth month in a row, we have Gleam. I will get to this, I promise. I want to read it. It just is not top priority for me, but I'm gonna read it. It's there. We have Dawn of Gods and Fury. Again, it's gonna be read. I want it. It's been on here for months. I get it, guys. It is what it is. Ransom Canyon. This was on my TBR last month. It's on my TBR again. I will get to it. I love the show. I want to read it. It's just, it hasn't been top. However, I did finally read Bourbon and Secrets, which means on my TBR this month is Bourbon and Proof. This is the book I've been most excited for. I cannot wait for their story. The tension is going to be so good. It's forced proximity. It's best friend's older brother. Kind of enemies-ish, frenemies to lovers. I'm super excited to see how it plays out. This Is Why We Lied, the last book in the Will Trent series that's currently out. I have the audiobook ready to go and I'm going to listen to it. Falling Stars by Lex Martin. I love Lex Martin. I think she's super underrated. This just came out at the end of July and it was on my July hopefuls, but the way it lined up with the end of the month, it just wasn't gonna happen. So I can't wait to read it this month. It's gonna be so good. Next, we have The Night and the Moth. I've started this, okay? I've started it. I'm not very far. By started, I mean 10 pages. But it still counts because I know this has been on my TBR for a while, so it's gonna get done this month. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. I've only heard good things. It is coming, guys. The Courting of Bristol Keats. I heard this is kind of cool Prince vibes, so I really love that series. I'm excited to read this, and the next book comes out in November, so it's got to be read before November because I'm gonna buy the next book. So the edges, again, stunning. It's coming. I'm going to read it. Maybe. Next up, we have Dark Horse by Maggie Rowden. Again, it was on my TBR last month. It's on my TBR this month. I'm going to read it. It's coming. I promise. I'm really excited to read this one. I want to be back in that small town, gritty romance. Then we have The Bodyguard by Catherine Sinner. I didn't like the first Catherine Sinner book I read, but I've had a lot more on my TBR because all my friends love her. So I'm going to give this one a try, and I have the audiobook ready to go. So that's where we are with that. I also have the Rom-Commers audiobook, so I might do both of them this month. I might just do one, but they're both there and I've heard good things. So then we have Kingdom of Ash, and my Kingdom of Ash copy is upstairs and I don't feel like walking up to get it yet again. So just know that I'm continuing my Throne of Glass reread. Kingdom of Ash is coming up. I love this book. It's my third favorite book in the whole series. I know I'm gonna cry. I cannot wait. For the fourth month in a row, we have The Rose Bargain. I've had friends who have read it since I put it on my TBR that absolutely rave about it, so it's coming, I promise. It's gonna be there. I cannot wait. It's stunning. You all know this, it's coming. Silver Elite for the third month in a row. I'm gonna read it, I promise. I'm excited. It's cute. I've heard good things. I've also heard terrible things. Where am I gonna fall? I don't know, but I'm gonna read it. The Robin on the Oak Throne. I actually just got the audiobook for this too, so I may do a mix because sometimes it's easier for me to get more reading in that way. I don't know, but it's gonna stay on the TBR till it's read. King of Envy, Anna Huang. I have this on my Kindle ready to go, and I have the physical copy, so I have no excuse. But yet here it remains on the TBR. It's coming. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Next we have City of Gods and Monsters. I've heard this is very much like Crescent City, so it's been like super on my mind and I want to read it. I just haven't I've been doing ARCs and reading romance books, and I kind of like try to prioritize even though I do a really terrible job of it, so it hasn't come up high on my priority. But this month I'm just gonna throw that out the window because I want to read this, and it's one of my like most anticipated fantasy books that I've seen people talk about, so it's coming. Along that same veins is Lies of Lena, which again, I know it's been on here forever, but all I do is hear good things about it, and I want more romantasy books that just like bring out that fun side, so I'm really excited, and I've heard that this is like super fun while also being emotionally devastating. Two of my favorite things. Next up we have Crazy Love by Willow Astor. This is the final book in the Single Dad's Playbook series, and I've really enjoyed this series so far. It's not my favorite. The Landmark Mountain is still my favorite series, but I'm excited to read this last book. I think it's going to be really good. I love a reformed Playboy trope. I just do. A Forbidden Alchemy, first of all, stunning. I had a friend read the arc of this and she just raved about it, so I'm super excited to read it, and also the blurb has me really interested, so I think it's going to be really good. This is my first Stacey McMeown book, but I have a ton of her books on my TBR, so maybe this will encourage me to pick them up faster. Next we have Picking Daisies on a Sunday. This was given to me by my friend who came to visit earlier this month, and it's a YA book, but she said it reads really well, so I'm really excited to read it. She absolutely loves it, so. Next we have My Silver Lining by Laura Pavlov. I'm really behind on Laura Pavlov's books because I've just been reading so many other things, but she's just a go-to small town romance author for me, so I'm excited to jump into this. Then we have Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. I was super excited about this. I love the cover. I think it's stunning. However, I've heard a lot of people say that it's basically like Magnolia Parks 2.0, which don't get me wrong, I love Magnolia Parks, but I don't need another Magnolia Parks, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna read it anyway. I also have The Conditions of Will by her on my TBR, but I've heard that it really is like anti-church and anti-Christianity, and I'm a Christian, and so I don't really know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I was like, I'll try it and form my own opinions and see like how I feel about it. But if you've read either of those, like let me know, because they're both like, I want to read them, but I'm a little hesitant. Next, I have Severed Heart by Kate Stewart. I read the Flock, Exodus, The Finish Line trilogy a while ago, the Ravenhood trilogy, and I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I'm not obsessed with it like so many people are. I'm just like there. I'm having a good time, but Exodus was my favorite and it broke me, and The Finish Line was okay, but I was just never a Tobias girly, so that's why like it's not my favorite. However, I loved Tyler and I was so intrigued by his story, and this is it. I have not read One Rainy Day, and I feel like you probably should read that first, but I'm not emotionally prepared to revisit Dom because I'm still broken, so I'm skipping that, and I'm reading Severed Heart, and I'm really excited by it. I can't wait to read Tyler's story. I think it's gonna be so good. Next on my TBR, I have the audiobook of Overruled by Lana Ferguson. This is about lawyers, and reading about lawyers always makes me a little sketch because I am a lawyer, so I'm like, I usually don't get bothered when books aren't super realistic, but I feel like when it's my job and I do it every day and then I have to read about it, like, I don't want it to be ridiculous. And Lana Ferguson books can be a little hit or miss for me. I feel like I tend to like her paranormal books better than her regular romance, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm excited. And then we also have The Perfect Divorce, which again, lawyers, but I really liked The Perfect Marriage, so I'm excited to see what this one's like. I feel like Geneva Rose is like hit or miss for people because she's too predictable, but I really don't care if it's predictable, so I'm excited to try it. And the final book I have on my TBR is the audiobook of Release Me by K.A. Tucker. I really love K.A. Tucker's writing styles. I have another of her books, Dawn of Gods and Fury, so like she can do both genres for me, and I'm just excited to read this one because I've heard a lot of things, and I got the audiobook because it's easier. So that is my August hopefuls. There's a ton. I will probably get to like 7 of these. I feel like in my July ones, I literally read like 9 of my 22 books, even though I read like 20 books in the month. That just shows how inconsistent I am with sticking to my TBR. However, it's still fun to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and maybe one day I will read all 20. So let me know what you think in the comments. Have you read any of these books? What did you think? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon.